All right, I am Deeney Said by name, and in today's video, I'm here again to show you the introductory part of PixelLab. Please don't take PixelLab as or graphic design as a hard or something that you cannot do. Please, it's very simple and it's easy. Once you pay attention to it, you will see it as an easy thing to do. All right, let's go. um this is PixelLab. This is PixelLab. It's an applications, but there are several versions of PixelLab. And we have different types of PixelLab, but I'm using the premium version because I prefer the premium version of the app. All right. I got this app. I think this earlier this year, February or so. I got the app from a friend of mine, graphic designer. Before I was using the pink, the normal pixel lab. So after discovering this app, I decided to switch to the dark pixel lab, the Alpreu pixel lab, which I got from my friend, and it's there on your GDP folder. You can check it there. All right. Let's go to the main part of the video. First, let's go and check what PixelLab is. What PixelLab is. Let's click on Google Play. Google Play.com. Google Play.com. Play.com. And now, after clicking on the Google Play.com, you go on to search for this app, PixelLab. PixelLab. Very simple. Very simple. Right, this is the application, and there's no option to install the application because I am already using it. It's already installed on my mobile device. So the next thing is to check what PixelLab entails. Look at this part here. Look at this part. This is multi-text options. That is for the PixelLab. Easy to draw. Add simple text. I'm reading this part here. I'm reading this part of the website. All right. Easily to draw. Easily draw. Yeah, you can easily use PixelLab to draw. Without to draw, to draw cartoons, to draw house, to draw anything you think of drawing. You can use PixelLab to draw. For instance, we use Illustrator in drawing on our PC, on our computer laptop. So in PixelLab, using mobile device, you can use PixelLab to draw. Alright, the next thing is to add simple and 3D text. Yeah, very easy. You can add 3D text, 3D logo, 3D images. Yeah. Okay, the next thing is to add stickers. You can add stickers. As you can see this part, you can add stickers. In this part here, you can add stickers because but there are some PixelLab which the stickers are not free. You need to download. Yeah, you need to download the stickers. But while using the premium version of PixelLab, all the stickers are free. So the next thing is you can edit images. You can remove image background. You can edit image color, image contrast, brightness, saturation, HUE. You can edit your image on PixelLab. For graphic design, you need a mobile smartphone graphic design. You need more detail, more knowledge on editing because you can't use PixelLab alone to give you a perfect graphic design. For instance, let me say editing image. I don't use PixelLab in editing my image. I either use Snapseed or PixArt for editing image, but I can remove background. But normally, I don't remove background using PixelLab because there are some errors there. So to get rid of those errors, you can use Snapseed to remove background. Either Snapseed or Photoroom or PixArt. You can use these three good applications to remove background image from your picture. So the next thing is to look here is to look what people are saying about the app. What people are saying about the app. Let's go on and check. Let's go on and check what people are saying about the app. Okay, this is Dina Otu. She said it is very awesome app, very helpful smartphone graphic design application. I think, however, there should be an option for undo margin to relieve users of the stress of undoing all the edits after. No. So I don't really understand what she's trying to say here, because in PixelLab you can undo when you merge objects. You can undo in PixelLab, but I don't. Maybe she's talking about after saving. In PixelLab, after you are done saving your 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 design as project, you can't undo magic. You can't undo magic. Maybe she's talking about that. All right, let's go to the next. This is Adedapo Emmanuel, and he said PixelLab has been so amazing, so easy to use and understand. It helps me to create awesome graphics. Yeah, I normally tell my friends to, because I'm a graphic designer and I use laptop to design. I use CorelDRAW, Photoshop, I use Illustrator to draw, but I prefer using smartphone. Why? Very easy. It's very easy to use. It's very easy. I remember participating in a design competition on Facebook. So a friend of mine used his smartphone to design, and he got first. While all the participants, 8 participants, used a computer to design, while my friend used his smartphone, a Johnny phone, to design. He spent 2 days designing, and he got the money, 50,000. So that's why I prefer a smartphone. If you don't have money to buy a system, concentrate on smartphone graphic design. Very important. Very important. This is what the third person said. Smart Beriledo. He said PixelLab has been wonderful. I could have just given a 5-star rating, but there are still some things I would love if they were included. Like number 1, adding a redo. This one number 2. Just match elements. Alright, just match elements. Okay, which is permanent. I don't really understand what the guy is trying to say here. But let's go back to our PixelLab. Now this is a PixelLab. So let me get started with the main part of the application. Now this is a PixelLab, and we have the upper elements there, and we have the lower elements of PixelLab. So now this A icon with the blue color, let me cycle it so you can see it better. This A icon here is the text icon. It's a text element. It's called a text element. While this one at the center is mainly for objects. This one at the center, this one here at the center is mainly, I'm not talking about the camera, please, because I'm using a screen recorder. It's mainly for objects. Objects include shapes, picture, and shapes, picture, imported backgrounds. Yeah, all include them. So this third one here is this third one. Let me cycle so you can see it properly. This one, I'm talking about this one, is the gallery, is the background. Yeah, it's for the background. Then this one, this last one here, is the background filter, where you can go on to edit your background. While this first one here is for projects, your projects. Let's try to play on this and see this. Yeah, is for your projects. Project is another different element, a very important element. So let's go to the A element first before going to the second element called the object. All right, let's say this is write something here, Deeney. Okay, let me delete it and start from the beginning. Let me delete and start. Okay, now click on text where this plus icon, just click on it, plus icon. After clicking, then you double click on this thing that just show up here. You double click to edit, then you delete and write Deeney. Okay, let me write it bold. Deeney Said. Alright, okay. Can increase the size here. So the first part here, we have so many parts. This style here, you don't need the style for now. You understand the style later in the class. So we have edit, delete, copy to the front, to the back, position, relative position, size, padding, color, texture, opacity, rotate, mark, font, style, curves, background, that is the text background, align, spacing, line spacing. Yeah, there's word spacing and there's letter spacing. Then we have the stroke, shadow, inner shadow, the emboss, perspective, 3D rotate, 3D text, 3D shadow, then reflection. They are all text elements. Okay, let's start with the reflection. This is a reflection. Now when you on it, you see what it shows. This is a reflection. You can either take it to the back or join it with the text. This is reflection. So no, we are starting from the back. Then for the shadow, let's off it. Then the shadow. This is for the shadow, but I don't think you see the shadow because until I use a different color, because normal black is the automatic color for shadow. So let's use this color so you see the shadow properly. This is the shadow here. You can either increase the opacity or decrease. And blur radius, you can either increase. Let's increase the opacity to 100. You can either increase the blur radius or decrease. Then the expand. You can either expand or decrease. Okay, let's open then and go to the next part of the elements. So there is 3D text. When you on this is a 3D text. You can either use the perspective or the oblique. There are two different things. The view type, either perspective or oblique. Then we have the depth. Text depth. Then we have the color. You can either use an auto color. Let's say our design is white. So the depth color now is on auto now, or you can use this color, the main plain color or auto. So since our text is white, the 3D color will be white. So, and you can use a plain color, this color, all these types of color, you can use them. This or this, you can use any type. And we have the gradient color. These are all gradient color. You can use them. These are all good, and you can go on to change the gradient color you want here by clicking the plus icon. Okay, and you can increase the darkness. If you increase the darkness to 100, that means it is going to show black. But if you decrease the darkness to 0, it is going to show you the purely gradient color you use. And you can rotate, X rotate, and you can give it a Y rotate. But since it is a gradient color, you see it is showing something like blood, something, right? But when you add the stroke, it's going to give you a perfect color gem. These are all features of the 3D text. Alright, let's go to the next part of the element, which is rotate. You all know rotate here. The X rotate and the Y rotate, you all know it, right? Let's go to the next one, perspective. Now this is a very, very important feature or element of PixelLab. Right, when you on the perspective here, let's try doing something. Let's do something like this. Right, something like this. You only touch these 4 parts. This, and this to get clear perspective. Right, let's say I'm done clicking on the parts, then click on off. this is what you get, text. And you can edit again. Edit if you want to edit, you can edit. Let me still use the perspective again. Let me take it like take it something like something like this. Right click on OK. You see, yeah, this is the function of a perspective. This is a perspective. So and go on to off the perspective. So we proceed with our class. Alright, the next feature after perspective is the emboss. But before I use the emboss, I have to choose a color. You all know these features edit. You know how to, when you click on edit, that means you are editing the text. So when you click on delete, you are deleting. When you click on copy, you are copying. When you click on to the front, you are taking the text to the front of another text or another object. When you click on to the back, you can click on position, how to position your text properly. Then relative position. This is it's just a relative position where you position your text again. Then where to include the text size. Then where to pad. You all know this during the class. So we have color. Let me color it. This is the main point I'm heading to. Color. After putting on color, and then I go on to, and you can add texture to texture. You can increase opacity or decrease. Let me go on to increase 100. So you can rotate. We talked about rotate. Then marks. We come to that. Okay. You can go on to change fonts. Very simple. To change font, you click on it. Then you click on my font to locate the font you want to change it to. Right. So after doing this, you can add a background. You can either curve. You can curve too. You can curve text. And you click on the curve feature. Then you can add bold to it, or you can add line to it. Where you want to undo, you just click on this part here. Right, the next thing is to add background, text background. You can add text background here. You want to add a color or a gradient color. Anyone is allowed. You can add it here. So the next thing is to align. You have the align. You align to the center, but because the text are not cannot be aligned until we edit the text. Let's go on to edit the text. Let's say we edit the text this way. Click on OK. So now you can align. Let me show you the function of align. We have the align and we have the spacing. Alright, this is the align. When you click on align, you can align to the left. You can click on first alignment to the left. Then when you align to the center, you can click on this part here. When you align to when you want to align to the right, you click on this part here. So alignment is very important feature of graphic design, and we are going to discuss that properly in the GDB masterclass. So the next thing here to do is line spacing. Line spacing, very important. When you click on line spacing, we have the letters line spacing and the word line spacing. Let's say for the letter line spacing, this is for the letters. You can drag and space, drag and space, drag and space. Then for the words, this is for the words. You can drag. That's for the words and space. Drag and space. Drag and space. Okay, let me edit before you understand the words line spacing. Go on to edit. So you understand properly. Decrease size. Go to line spacing. Word spacing. This is word spacing. This is how to space the word. Yeah. So the next thing is the line spacing. But for the line spacing, I think I need to edit again before you understand the line spacing properly. So where's line spacing here? Line spacing. Right, this is line spacing. Right now, the next thing here to stroke. The next part is stroke. So when you click on stroke, the automatic color for stroke is black. So you can add a stroke color to white, a white stroke color, or this. So let's choose white. You can increase the stroke width. Yeah, see the stroke width. And then the next thing is shadow. This shadow, you can add shadow. Guys, this is the not this is not the inner shadow, but because the auto color is the background color is black, that's why you didn't see the color. But I just choose white color now. I believe you can see the color here. You can increase blur radius or decrease, increase. Right, then here is offset to X, offset to Y. Right, so the next thing is to add inner shadow. This is the inner shadow I'm talking about. Inner shadow. So now the next thing is to add emboss. Very important but confusing element. Very important element. But this emboss, we are going to discuss more about it during the classes. Alright, so after the text element, I'm showing you this second one here. Showing you this. So when you click on text here, let me show you a trick. Let's click on edit. Let me click on Deeney again. Deeney. Alright, this is it. So when you click on Deeney, it's going to be showing you a text element. It's going to be showing a text, but when you click on this object here, this middle one, it's not going to show you anything. But let me show you another thing here. Shapes. Okay, good to go. When you click on this shape, let me reduce the size. Okay, now when you click on this shape, it's going to show you some features here. So when you click on text, it's going to hide. So this is a very simple tip. I believe you understand the basic introduction of PixelLab.